This is the biggest moment we had in crypto in a while, and tons of people made a lot of money with it. So you got to understand everything behind it. The launch of Memecoin, where nothing was happening, and then suddenly we have a plus 4,000% in just 24 hours, going from less than $3 million market cap to more than $300 million market cap. That's a 100x. And I'm going to show you, because actually we know that Crash called it. He bought it pretty early, around a $5 million market cap, and did not sell because he showed it publicly in his video and on his Twitter. We still can see this address holding it, and we can see it here. But that's not what I want to show you, because if this wallet did not sell, what did the other wallets do? For example, this wallet that made 500K but did not buy any. So what happened on this? Well, the good thing is that we are going to be able to know who is connected to who, whose project is connected to who, what are their wallets, and what is actually happening, because we can see all the transactions on chain. By the way, welcome on Handsome Finance, where we study what's happening on chain, because the blockchain is an open ledger, so we can see all the transactions, know who bought before who made all the money, how they did to make all the money, but we can also study some other stuff, and I'm going to show you all this in this video. So don't forget to put on your little matcha and let's get to it. We have a few things that are a bit weird on this launch. We know that, okay, Crash bought early, and now he's at 715K in profit that he did not take. Now, we know he's not going to sell on this wallet. There's really low chance. Same as on Brett, because most of the people are going to think he has only one wallet, and they're only going to watch this and say, he did not sell. It did not sell. But if you were to launch something like that, you got to think about how would you do it. I know how I would do it. I would put one public wallet, and I would have other hidden wallet where I can take my profit. Now, we can't prove at 100% the connections, but we can see some footprint, and what we want to see is like, who are the people in this project, because we can copy trade their address later on. And like this, when they buy something, you will be able to buy automatically. So first thing is, we want to understand what happened on this candle, because this is a candle that launched everything. We are on the 1 minute chart, by the way. So on the 1 minute chart, from $6 million to almost $40 million in just 1 minute time frame. So I filtered out the transaction for you. And what happened is, when you check the transaction that bought for 30,000 Tron, TRX, we have something interesting where tons of buy arrive from different wallets at the exact same time. Now, as you know, it's not normal finance, it's handsome finance. So when you check few of those transactions, look at this. It happened in the same block here, 493, 493, 493, and you could check all of them, it's the same. Now, they all sold and make around a 30K profit. So we know that all those wallets, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm not going to do the math here because it's not that important, but we can count about 500K profits on this one. Now, how they did this? Well, I know I've been working around those tools, and this is a bundle transaction. So you use a tool that's going to put all the transaction into one block, and like this, no one can buy before you. Because if they did buy step by step, then everyone's going to be like, oh, what's going on? I'm going to buy. Maybe we will have some bots that bought before them, and they don't want that. Now, these tools are not free. They are not available to the public. I know one. I'm going to keep it for the investors boardroom for now, only on request and for special members, because this is pretty dangerous to use. And as you can see, it can create a lot of impact on the chart. We even had a second bundle arriving here at 12:13:45. We get 3 transactions. By the way, those guys also made 50K. So why would you use that? Well, it's simple. If I go with 2 wallets, 5 wallets, you're going to find me in the top traders. You're going to be like, hey, you made that much. Like, that's a bit weird. But then if I dilute in tons of different wallets, nobody knows. So on those other wallets, you can see 508, 508, 508. Now, there is no other way than using bundler or sniping tools to be able to do that. Like, if you were trading with your little Chrome extension, how do you even try to play this game if you don't know how other people play that game, right? Now, this wallet was funded 3 days ago. That's perfect timing, because we know that 3 days ago, something was happening already on this dead token. Before that, like, it was literally dead. Nothing was happening on it. We can zoom out on this period of time. We had a little bit of waves, and here we have some accumulation phases. So we know that the people who were planning this launch, they were already looking at it here. By the way, I want to highlight that this video is not to say that Tron Bull is a scam. It's not a scam. It's a meme coin. You know what you're buying. You're buying a meme coin. You bet if this meme coin is going to last or not. There was tons of other meme coins with the same thing, Bull, because this is the one mascot that Tron is using. So it was smart from Crash to come and smash it up with his audience, because the number of Bull on the platform on Sumpump to launch a token was just crazy. So one, to stand out, either they had to have the best team or the best caller. And we know that Crash is really good at running some coins. He ran Brett's, and his impact on Brett was impressive, running it to almost $2 billion market cap. So we know the guy is putting the work in. So we can't say it's a scam. You decide to buy or not. And I think we have to understand that we can't be jealous. Of course, we would have liked to be the guy buying here. I'm going to show you a bit later. Of course, you would have liked to be that guy. But you were not. Why? Because we did not build an audience as big as Crash. We did not have the same network as Crash. So, of course, with those elements, well, he can go further. But there's one thing that he forgot to hide. And all those bundling addresses, they all have the same pattern where they've been receiving the money from fixed float and send it back to fixed float. The money sent is crazy, right? Like 103K. Pull down 4K. So they put down 5K and got out 100K. That's pretty good. That's a good play. So of course, like multiple sell. This is well organized. We can't deny it. Fixed float is just like an exchange bridging platform that lets you buy and sell from any coins. So you have a different order type, fixed rate, 1%, float rate, 0.5%. Now, the thing about the website that made me think someone forgot something here and they should have paid more attention. You will understand soon what happened here. There is some stuff funny that happened as well. But if you think that you were unlucky that you didn't buy Bull, well, there is another guy that bought T-Bull for 200 Tron and sold it back for only 32,000 just because he bought the wrong one. Can you imagine if like his mate say, hey, you got to buy that one. And he's like, okay, I'm buying it. And then boom, he got the wrong one. Now you get a few people that make quite good money on it. This one, wow, 300K, still have $1 million running. And again, it's all about buying early. He did not buy when the tweet was out. He did not buy when the news was out. He's selling when the information is out. And I kind of like it because it's always like, all right, we're going to sell similar amounts. They're here clicking, sell, clicking, sell, clicking, sell. Beautifully executed. So for example, when you check this wallet that made 300K already and still have $1 million running, the first thing you check in the wallet is how old is the wallet? Well, here we know that the wallet, again, is 3 days old. I don't know what happened 3 days ago, but there was a lot of people thinking we should do something. So this one was fed by Binance, and we can see all the transactions. So let's check the transfer. We get some Bull. Here, that's when they received the Bull 3 days ago. Sunpump, we buy for 10,000 TRX. And how it's sold, again, it's quite professional. It's not a one shot, we sell everything. Same as our first guy here. Like how he's selling it, it's just like he get his amount of Bull, 20K, and he's like clicking, never stop clicking, man. And just making the money like that. Because most of the people, they try to buy in one go and then sell all in one go. But that's not how you should do it. And we can see here the same pattern again. Now, I hope you start to understand how you should sell and how you should do it. Not in one clip, and you should buy with many different wallets, and you should buy in a bundle. You should snipe always in a bundle. If you do not do that, if you CTO a coin and you don't own most of the supply, you are going to get wrecked. This is supply control at its best. The top 100 holders, they own more than 80% of the supply. Okay? Is that clear? Like, you just look, after top 30, 55% of the supply. And to compare, for example, on Retardio, after the 31, we are at 67.9%, so 68%. That's a lot more, and 3 times the number of holders. So we know that. No problem with this. Now, let's analyze in detail our guy here. And for this, I am going to use our account. So this is our wallet. He received all this money here. Now we can see that it was funded by that wallet. This is the one that set him for $8. If I check the transaction, so I can know here that he sent 50 TRX to this wallet. So let's check our TE. Our TE is owning about $3.5 million worth of Tron Bull. And this one was funded 4 days ago, brand new wallet, received it. And so what happened in that 3 days and 4 hours ago, always the same time window is happening. He bought 3 times in a row. I don't know who else buys 3 times in a row like that. Then sent to this other wallet 2.6 million bull, which is the one that everyone who was buying was making rich. So all the donation we had from investors, 500K were donated to this wallet. Now, this is well played. Most of you guys, if you had $3.5 million in a wallet, you would click sell 100%. And that's what you need to learn here. It's how you need to think. It's a mindset video. It's not even an on-chain analysis video. And we know that. Okay. So those two guys are connected. So we have our wallet that was funded here. Okay. And then when we check, this one was funded by Binance. We get one address that sent 5K. Again, this is beautiful. 5K transformed into how many? A lot. And of course, I invite you to watch this video multiple times so I get more ads revenue. No, I'm kidding. I'm getting peanuts with ad revenue. But you will see the amounts are pretty strangely the same. That's not even the biggest clue I have that where we can see some connections. Here we know that, okay, we send some money as well to our TE6 MEV. So TE6 is a wallet with a value of 130K. But we get other wallets. For example, this one who bought for 3K and sold for 226K. We get another wallet here that bought pretty early on the 23rd and before here that made 930K unrealized, but sold already 300K. So then I don't know if you do the math, but we are well above $1 million money to be made so far. So I don't know if you follow the math, but we are above $1 million already. Now, when you check the two wallets I just showed you, they are strangely connected. We know that they've been sending money to each other. And then after, what's happening is that all the money is sent out. So those wallets funded by Binance and hit BTC, they arrived here. And then buy, sell, sorry. And then we have a lot of selling. And all the wallets, they sent to those ones. So we get 50K, 50K, 8K, 50K, 50K, which then arrive to this wallet. And when you check that wallet, well, it's a mess. Because you can see all guys connected here, and there's tons of things. So I don't know if it's a mixer or if it's an exchange. I do not have this information. I tried to search the address, but I could not find it. Now, of course, if you follow those addresses, if they are connected and you see that they're buying something else, then you're going to have an incredible alpha. So I'm going to continue to research that with the investors boardroom to see what happened. But we know that crash was big on Brett, and that's where we can find our clue, because that's what's happening on chain. But you know, it's not just finance, it's handsome finance. So we go above and beyond. And when I check the website here, and when I first landed on the website here, it's only a few people would see this. But when I scroll and I saw those animations, directly I knew there's something I recognize. Something I saw before, those animations, this kind of website. I was like, okay, now I need to check two things. Who owned the domain? So, of course, I can't see who owned the domain, but I know that the domain was registered with Namecheap. Now, this is not a good clue because tons of other websites will be registered with Namecheap. And I'm going to check as well for Brett. Brett registered as well with Namecheap. Now, Brett used Cloudflare servers. That's normal because it's one of the major coins. And then again, it's one of the major coins because Crash worked really hard to make it big. And then when I check when it was registered, this domain name, on the 08/24, so we are just before the massive bull. We are at, when are we at? On the 24. Oh, yeah, that's right. We are on the first accumulation phase. Yeah, now it makes sense. But I wouldn't stop here. So a little trick is to just check the page source, because sometimes people will leave clue in it. They will not be careful. And then here, if we check the source code as well, we have something that is pretty common. That's the source code of Brett, and that's the source code of Bull. They both use the .com domain. A lot of people go for XYZ or .fun because it's cheaper. And some will not understand, but this you don't care. You don't care, because those ones are the tags and everything for analytics and for different websites. What I care is here. What is in the page? Just this. And here it's just that. We got two websites that got built the same way. Now, let's dig further, because this could be just randomness and we don't know. So when you check the code, and we're going to go deeper into the code. But first, we are going to check what is a website, what do they use, for example, because we don't know. Let's open the top 5, all right? This one, no website. This one has a website. View the code source. This is how they do it, okay? Then this one, so I don't know why this one, okay. This one disactivated the right click. We don't know why. So we're going to skip it. Here, we have this one, T-Bull VIP. And again, I'm going to inspect what we see here. It's built in a different way. But you know what? We still need to check another one. This one doesn't have a website. Here, that's the way it was built. So this one, okay, we get all the files here. And let's check again, like T-Bull, for example. Website, view, page source. That's how they build it. Okay, so now we have something that looks a lot the same way to build the website. Again, it doesn't prove anything. It can just funnel to get less possibilities and to see this, but you will not have 100% certification. You will choose, actually. Let me know in the comments what you think it is. And when I check the code to compare them, we get always the same thing, but that could be the same case. Well, the thing is, take positive int between 0 and 25, forcing frame rates higher than 25 FPS is not. We get a lot of the similar way to code and a lot of the similar way to make the website. Now, I don't know. Who am I to judge? But who am I to ask for a thumbs up and subscribe? But let me know what you think in the comment. I think that's pretty good. I mean, the people who made money on this, they made life-changing money. And congrats to them. They did well. As a proof, the marketing was good. They controlled most of the supply. That's the way it is. So I guess we can't hate them, but we can understand and learn from them. And that's what is important. So actually with the Investors Boardroom, we're going to continue to find these other wallets. If you're interested to join us, there will be a link below. And of course, now something that could be interesting is maybe to copy trade them. And I explained all that in this video, because if you don't follow, for example, the wallet that have $3.8 million, you're going to get wrecked. Look at that. The liquidity is less than $2 million. So if he was to sell, it will remove most of the liquidity. You have to understand this. It's a tough market. But with this video, it's going to be really helpful. Thumbs up, like, love you, and of course, stay hands up. Ciao.